Good day, everyone. I am Jason Vicano. I'm currently connected at Bohol Island State University Candy High Campus and their Hospitality Management Department. I'm going to present to you our study entitled Challenges Encountered by the SLP Beneficiaries in the Operations of the Marinated Boneless Milkfish Business. The contribution of micro, small, and medium enterprises to economic growth and sustainable development is global acknowledged. There is increasing recognition of its pivotal role in employment generation, income redistribution, and wealth creation. Micro, small, and medium enterprises represents about 87% of all firms operating in Nigeria. Non-farm micro, small, and medium enterprises account for over 25% of the total employment and 20% of the GDP, compared to the cases countries like Indonesia, Thailand, and India, where the small, and medium enterprises contributes almost 40% of the GDP. There's a general consensus in the literature that a positive relationship exists between small-scale business and economic development. But in recent proliferation of small business in Nigeria has not translated into economic development in most developing countries. So this has necessitated by the government of nations develop and implement programs that will stimulate the growth of small businesses. So in the Philippines, the case is not somewhat different from other developing countries. So the small businesses in the Philippines are faced with many obstacles within the first year of the operations, and statistics show that only 15% of new business survive in the first 3 years of operations in the Philippines. So some of the obstacles include lack of capital, poor infrastructure, lack of necessary skills to navigate the challenges of small business, government laws and regulations, high costs of production, and lack of strategies for development and growth. So many businesses do not have a growth strategy. So this paper examines the challenges that small-scale organizations face in the Philippines during the startup and growth stage of their operations business and also explores the opportunities this business could derive from their immediate environment. So more importantly, the objective of this research is to develop the framework for the way forward and also explore the various strategies that will enhance small business development in the Philippines. So the research focused more on what should be done by different stakeholders to help navigate these challenges. So some of the questions that help generate this discussion include: what role should the Philippine government play in helping small-scale business navigate the challenges? What role should the entrepreneurs play to help navigate these challenges and also prepare them for success? What growth strategy should be put in place by small business operators to ensure their future? And what are the opportunities in the Philippines business environment for the small business organizations? So this detailed study of the challenges encountered by the government beneficiaries should be conducted. So this paper seeks to measure the challenges encountered by the Sustainable Livelihood Program or SLP beneficiaries in managing and improving the business after they have attended and participated in skills training on fish deboning organized by the DSWD collaboration with the Baiswikande High RDE team. As hospitality instructor, Bohol Island State University Candy campus, the researcher desired to distinguish an effective solution to mitigate the challenges they encountered to improve their business. And the researcher aspired to employ realistic application to solve any identified problems and to get deeper insights about responding to the training needs when it comes to managing and improving business processes. So this is to look forward to more beneficial outcomes and to ensure better information that will eventually help SLP beneficiaries to plan for the future. Furthermore, the researchers strongly believe that providing exceptional and effective business operation management is a great factor in achieving business growth at a peak level. So here's the objectives of the study. This study explores and develops an in-depth understanding of challenges encountered by the SLP beneficiaries towards business operations regarding food waste management, policy implementation, business marketing, records management, and supply chain. So the output of the study will serve as the basis for further training enhancement program. Now let's proceed to the methodology. A qualitative study using the case study method was conducted in the municipality of Candijay, Bohol. selected members of Maswagong Pundok sa Pantawid SLP Association, who were officers undergoing an exploratory interview in the first phase as a basis for the structured interview guide for phase 2 interview. So the researcher made transcription audio recordings. The researcher went through the entire data set from the interview and started taking notes, marking preliminary ideas for codes that could describe the content. So the researcher wrote up a clear account of what had been done both when carrying out the research and the analysis. So it became the basis for the final report when already had description of the themes. The proponent explained the purpose of the study to the intended informants to be well aware of the study's objectives before they were asked for participate. Once the informants signed their permit to participate, they were asked to sign the informed consent documents. So the thematic analysis was used to determine the challenges encountered by the informants. Now let's proceed to the results and discussion. So in this section displays the participants' responses concerning the challenges they encountered in the business operation under these five areas: food waste management, policy implementation, business marketing, records management, and supply chain. So we will start with the food waste management. So under the food waste management, there are two themes were brought up after the thematic analysis. We have the first one, no separate garbage bin for fish waste, and the second one will be the fish waste unutilized. So having a separate garbage bin for fish waste or fish gills provides a numerous benefits, including improved hygiene, reduced cross-contamination risk, efficient waste management, compliance with regulations, potential for alternative uses, and educational value. So it supports responsible waste disposal practices and contributes to overall environmental sustainability. Also, converting fish waste into a new product is of great importance. First, waste reduction and resource conservation. Food waste is a significant global problem, contributing to the environmental degradation and the inefficient use of resources. By converting food waste into a new product, we can significantly reduce the amount of food waste that ends up in the landfills, mitigating environmental impacts, and conserving valuable resources. And lastly, about the circular economy and sustainability. Converting food waste into a new product aligns with the principles of the circular economy. It promotes the idea of closing the loop and keeping resources in use for as long as possible. Rather than treating food waste as a useless byproduct, it transforms it into the valuable resource, reducing the need for virgin materials and promoting a more sustainable approach to resource management. The second area is about the policy implementation, and there are also two themes was brought up after the thematic analysis. First one is the chronic tardiness, and the second one is the lack of focus at work. Chronic tardiness in the workplace can have several negative impacts on both the individual and the overall organization. When an employee arrives late to work consistently, it disrupts the flow of work and productivity. Other than team members may need to wait for their arrival for or spend time conveying the responsibility, leading to delays and efficiency. Also, when employees struggle to maintain focus, their productivity levels decline, so they have take longer to complete tasks and make more errors and struggle to meet deadlines. So this can result into the decrease in overall output and efficiency. So lack of focus often leads to the decrease in the quality of work, and also mistakes, oversights, and incomplete tasks become more common, affecting the accuracy and the thoroughness of deliverables. So this can damage the reputation of individuals, organization as a whole. The third one is the business marketing, and there are also two themes was brought up after the thematic analysis. The first one is the delayed paying of payments, and the second one is hard to sell products. So it is important for business to strike a balance between maintaining good customer relationships and ensuring timely payment. So clear communication, effective credit management, and proactive follow-up can help minimize the impact of delayed payments and support a healthy financial position for the business. So selling hard to sell products often requires a combination of creative thinking, persistence, and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. So it's a valuable learning experience that can lead to improved business strategies and more successful product offerings in the future. And we also have records management, and there are also two themes was brought up after the thematic analysis. The first one is the inventory does not match the finished product, and the second one is not clear in purchase receipts. So when discrepancies occur between inventory records and the actual finished product, it can lead to operational inefficiencies and financial inaccuracies for a business. So this disparity might stem from various factors such as errors in recording, inaccuracies in production or shipments, thefts, or even faulty inventory management system. When clarity is lacking in a purchase receipt, it can create confusion and hinder proper record keeping and accounting processes with a business. Ambiguities or missing details on the purchase receipts might include incomplete item descriptions, vague pricing information, unclear quantities, and absence of the supplier details. And the last area will be the supply chain. And there are two themes was brought up after thematic analysis. The first one is no sustainable supplies of milkfish, and the second one is supplier does not perform their obligation. So the lack of sustainable supplies of milkfish presents a significant challenge for the business reliant on this popular seafood. Environmental degradation, overfishing, and habitat loss have severely impacted natural milkfish populations and leading to inconsistent and often insufficient availability. So this scarcity not only disrupts the supply chain but also threatens the livelihoods of those involved in milkfish related industry. To address this business must invest in sustainable aquaculture practices, collaborate with local communities and authorities to protect vital habitats, and explore alternative sourcing methods to ensure a steady and environmentally responsible supply of milkfish for their operations. And when the supplier fails to meet their obligations, it can create a significant disruption for a business. So this situation can result in delayed deliveries, compromised product quality, or even complete non-delivery of goods or services. So business facing this issue should first review their contract items or contract terms to understand the agreed upon obligations and potential remedies for non-performance. Open communication also with the supplier is crucial to address concerns and find a resolution, whether it involves negotiating terms, seeking compensation, or sourcing from alternative suppliers. So documenting all interactions and maintaining clear records of the impact caused by the supplier failure to perform can be essentially if legal action or contract termination becomes necessary. So now we will proceed to the conclusion. This research paper has shed light on the multifaceted challenges faced by the beneficiaries of the marinated boneless milkfish business. So the findings have highlighted the interplay of various factors that influence the success and sustainability of this venture, encompassing food waste management, policy implementation, business marketing, records management, and supply chain management. So the challenges encountered by the SLP beneficiaries in the operations of the marinated boneless milkfish business are multifaceted and interconnected. So addressing these challenges require a collaborative effort from various stakeholders, including government agencies, non-governmental organizations, and beneficiaries themselves. So the future success and sustainability of this business hinge on proactive measures to overcome these obstacles with a focus on improving food waste management, policy support, marketing strategies, records management, and supply chain optimization. By addressing these challenges comprehensively, we can work toward a more prosperous and sustainable future for the marinated boneless milkfish industry, offering economic benefits while also contributing to food waste reduction and responsible fisheries management. And the recommendation for this study, based on the challenges identified in the operations of the marinated boneless milkfish business, several recommendations are essential for its growth and sustainability. First, there's a pressing need for the formulation and implementation of the clear and supportive policies by relevant authorities aimed at addressing environmental regulations, quality standards, and fisheries management. Second, beneficiaries should prioritize improving food waste management through innovative sourcing and preservation technique. They should also invest in effective marketing strategies, include digital platforms and market research to broaden market success. Moreover, instituting user-friendly record management system and providing training in their use is crucial for informed decision making. And lastly, streamlining the supply chain through the collaboration and more efficient networks can significantly enhance the business's operations. So these recommendations, if pursued diligently, will not only support the marinated boneless milkfish business but also contribute to broader goals of sustainable food production, economic development, and responsible resource management. So it ends my research presentation, and thank you so much. God bless everyone.